best practice when it comes to ads would be that the idea of what's said in the video matches the idea of what you write in the primary text. In my experience, it doesn't fucking matter that much, but I'm going to do it anyway. So what we're going to do is, I spoke about previously this concept called the rule of one, which is an ad follows one idea, one promise, one story, one emotion, and one call to action. What we want to look at is the first one, which is the idea. And so we watch the video, we go, what is the idea that is like the one core idea of this video? And then we write around that. So let's watch this first.
Our students come to our workshops because they're the expert, but nobody knows that they are online. They run ads, but some people still don't believe them, and their ads get expensive. That's why in the 2-day workshop, we cover all bases so you learn how to make the organic content that makes you the authority. Look how happy he is. Everyone's validated him and trust him. That could be you.
Cool. So the idea of this ad is that you're an expert in your field. Now, I actually don't really like writing my ads in this primary text section here, but we're going to fucking do it anyway. Now, a little bit of a workflow tip when it comes to writing copy. Firstly, you're probably asking why I'm not just going to ChatGPT or Claude to write my ads for me. You can later, but what I want you to understand first is what's going on in my head as I write copy, so that when you go to Claude and you do prompt it, you're at least prompting it with good examples of ads that for like committed and not just curious. Because in my experience, if you just blindly go to Claude and get it to write ads for you, you'll probably spend more time editing the ads, getting the tone right, getting the features right, than you actually fucking save. Now, what do you do when you are starting from a blank page, which we're doing right now? In my experience, it's significantly harder to write just staring at a blank page. What is easier is to just dump words down. It's much easier to look, because it's much easier to look at those words that you've dumped down on the page and then remix them and expand them and extrapolate them into something that you're not fucking ashamed of. And so firstly, what we want to do is write, the idea is that you're an expert in your field. Now, we're going to start with the hook. I'm not going to write down features or anything like that, right? Because as I said before with Sev, the hook is the 20% of your primary text, also your video, that is going to get you 80% of the results. Now, we've spoken about a few of the things that are really important in the hook. So the first one is it needs to be committed, not curious. And so we need to make sure that it's clear that this is a workshop, that Sev fixes this for people. This is a service. This isn't a fucking blog article or a free online course or video or something like that, right? So you're an expert in your field as a service-based business owner, right? Now what we do is we just build on this. So I don't want to fucking use that, obviously. That's my second draft. You've been providing a service for years, potentially decades. You're the expert, but no one knows it. Now, a few things that are good with this first draft, this isn't my final draft, is Sev said he can only work with service-based business owners. So by saying this, you've been providing a service for, that helps turn away e-commerce people. Now, it says 4 years. Now, this is another thing that I actually didn't realize I did it until fucking after I wrote it, but that's another qualifier as well, right? So this will probably turn away a lot of the beginners or people that want to start a business. It will speak directly to people that have been in business and well established for quite a while, potentially decades, that achieves the same outcome. And then you're the expert, but no one knows it. That's the core emotional driver and the idea of this video ad. Now, the problem with this hook is it is very curious, not committed. It's not clear what the service is from just reading this alone. Because remember, a lot of people aren't going to click that little see more button before they click the link. They're just going to go, oh, sounds cool, easily tap it, go to the landing page. And what will happen is they'll click this, like if you just read, you've been providing a service years, potentially decades, you're the expert, but no one knows it. Very few people, if any at all, would be expecting it to be a workshop or providing some kind of service that they can purchase on that landing page. So what we want to do is a thought experiment, which is If I was to just slightly remix this sentence so that it's clear this is a service, you like buy it or you apply for it, or it's a workshop, it could be a couple words. Like, what would that be? So what I would do, and there's so many different ways you could do this, what I would do is, the people that attend my workshops have been providing a service for years. They are the experts, but no one knew it. Now, when you read this, it's clear the people that attend my workshops, we can figure out from that sentence, that section of the segment or sentence alone, that this is a workshop. Now what we want to do is a similar process. We just want to talk about the service. Now, rather than starting from scratch, I'm just going to dump down features and benefits, and then we can reorganize those into sentences that, you know, clearly communicate the value of the business. So what I want to talk about is it's online, walk away with content filmed. Even if you hate being on camera, you get a repeatable plan, not spinning the wheels. So I've turned that into, the people that attend my workshops have been providing a service for years. They're the experts, but no one knew it. Previously, they've been spinning their wheels with content creation. They knew they had to do it, but didn't have a clear plan on how to execute it. They hated being on camera, and that was the main bottleneck for them filming content at all. They saw the content their competitors were making and wondered how they were speaking clearly on camera at all. I repeated that. All the business I helped walk away with content, not just filmed, but edited and posted, and a clear, repeatable plan to continue that so that they become the go-to authority in their industry. To save your seat for a workshop, click below to learn more. Not too bad.